What about that? Try it. Slowly. Slowly. Belter.
Yay! Fits.
Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday the 26th of December, aka Boxing Day. I'm going to give you a little bit of an update because the filming we've done over the last few days has kind of lost an introduction. So basically I'm going to go back in time and show you things that we have done and drop video footage in and stuff. So we're kind of starting it from today. So as you can see, we've got the windows back in the caravan. They were an absolute pain to get hung right. So basically what we think happened is at some point, one time or another, the rails got buckled or bent. So whether it was when I removed them, highly likely, or whether when they're in storage they fell over, but whatever. So the front window in the middle here was a right sod to get in, and then this window on the side here was also a right sod to get in. Refitting was definitely not just the reverse of removal. In the end, what happened, because we forced it a little bit too much, is we actually cracked the window along this line up here, if you can see that. Yeah, we probably can't see in this light. And we also cracked this bit off here. Now you might be thinking, well, hang on, you didn't have that window out. What we did after we damaged the window on the side, we thought, right, this window here, we don't open and close very often because it's down where the dog is. So we swapped the window that was there, which was a good window with no damage, and we put that one around here, and then we put the cracked window where the dog is because the dog's not too worried. So that was the windows going in. You'll also see that we've got the rails on top now, and you may also notice this down here. So in what we did was, because the overlap between the roof material and the fiberglass body was really about 4 or 5 mil in places. It was really narrow. So what I did is I cut a strip from the aluminium on the old bulkhead. Do you remember in the front hatch here, there was a bulkhead that ran along and it had an aluminium face to it. So I priced up the cost of getting some aluminium band, or flat bar as they call it, and it was just eye-wateringly expensive and I couldn't justify it. So I stripped off all the insulation. This is actually the bulkhead here. I stripped off all the insulation, all the other rubbish, and what we did, we just cut strips from that. So I've got a strip above the front window where the roof lap joins the front face. So that will hopefully stop rainwater being driven up and driven down. It's all been Sikaflex, stuck, glued, sealed, the lot. The rail has also got a strip of the mastic on it, on the roll. So that's secured, and the same with the window rail as well. That's got mastic on it as well. So in theory now, that is absolutely bomb-proof, solid. The other strip that we're going to use from over there is to come down here. So when we took the rail off the outside here, you can see there's a big gap that's formed, and it's quite a sizable gap. I mean, we tried stuff and it was Sikaflex, but because we can't get all of the original mastic material out, you can just see in there, what happened was the Sikaflex didn't stick and it was never going to hold. So to prevent another water entry point being here, we're going to put a nice wide bar of aluminium all the way down, compress it so it nips it closed before we put the awning rail back on. So effectively the water's going to get underneath the awning rail, underneath the aluminium flat bar, and then underneath the Sikaflex to even enter this area. So we're hoping 3 layers of defence will be enough, or 2 layers of defence, or whatever. So that's that. I'm going to give you a sneaky preview of what's going on inside because it's quite exciting. But I will check with Stace first. Stace, am I allowed to show the viewers at home what's going on in here?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So Stace a while ago said to me, how are we decorating the inside of the caravan? And I said to her, darling, that's your department completely. So what we've got going on is this. An absolutely stunning, beautiful mural. You can't fully appreciate it because we're a bit shy on light here, but absolutely stunning. She's got a starry sky and a moon and a silhouetted tree. So it really is rather nice. It is nice and toasty warm in here. We've got the heating on, or shall we say we've got the oven on. So yeah, just to kind of drive some damp out the caravan because it has been suffering a wee bit. But we are ventilating, don't worry. I don't want anybody talking about carbon monoxide to me. There's enough vents in this caravan to cope. But yeah, so that's kind of what we've been up to. Today's plan, Stacey's going to put a little bit of paint on the ceiling on her little project bit. I'm going to do a little bit in the garden. We've come down to sort the dogs and some of the livestock out here today. But aside from that, we're not going to be doing anything on the caravan. Here are the bed frames that we did on Christmas Eve. Richard and I, we sorted them out. So they're going to go across where Stacey's standing now eventually, be built up to the same height as the seat bases, and that'll give us a nice fixed double bed at the front, which will be rather posh, I think. Right, okay, I think that's about it really, as in terms of updates. So we'll be back here tomorrow and doing a bit more, no doubt. New deadline is probably like the 9th of January, so the original deadline was the 9th of November. We missed that. The next deadline then was Christmas. It's Boxing Day today, so we've missed that. But there's a few things that just took longer than what we thought, like doing the floor and other bits and pieces. So 9th of January, I hope. So yeah, I don't think we're that far away now. And I'd like to give the whole front a good polish up and stuff like that with some teacup, but we can do that outside the shed. But yeah, I don't think we're far off. I'm being optimistic when I say that. So anyway, right, that's where we're up to. And all the footage from now will be in the future, whereas all the footage you've just seen was in the past. All right, let's get into it. It's Saturday, the 2nd of January today. So according to my original or revised deadline, shall we say, that's 1 week before we move back in. Let's see. Today we're focusing on getting the bed in and down, or the framework for it at least. The builders merchants open from Monday, so if we need any more supplies we can get them then. But yeah, looking pretty cool. We've got some jazzy kit here that we've managed to beg, borrow and steal. Thanks to our friend Chris for loaning us his table saw, because that's been a huge help again for doing some of the interior pieces. And then this is Richard's fancy mitre chop saw, so thank you for Richard as well. Richard is here today, give us a hand with the bed frame. What we're trying to do is limit people walking into and out of the caravan because it's so muddy underfoot, so I'm going to do all the cutting outside, and you can see we've got the troops inside the caravan just there. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a lot done today. So here we are, we're almost at the end of the day, but as you can see we've got the frame in. A little bit of a didgeridoo around the battery box, but we got there in the end. So yeah, no, it's looking really good. So we're just doing a couple of last little cuts and bits and pieces, but I think that's us done for the day. Didn't get here quite as early as we had intended to do this morning because our stupid dog was up through the night being sick. So Stacey and I were up from about 4 AM sorting that silly dog of ours out. So anyway, earlier start tomorrow. Right, okay, see you then. It's Sunday the 3rd of December and it's nearly at the end of the day. It is 20 to 4, so we'll be packing up shortly. But look at what we've achieved. We've got a bed. So we've got the double bed frame in and built. Didn't film much of it because it was just logistically it was quite difficult with two of us in here. Richard and I doing this. But you can see it's got the hinged edge at one end, so we can store loads of stuff underneath. We're going to work on having some sort of stay to hold the front end up. But as you can see, it's looking rather smart. So a few finishing off bits to do, a few filling in bits around about the place, and then a bit of tidying up. But you can see it's just made by you know, these rectangular bits here. We've got one either side of the battery box, two smaller ones, and then 1, 2, and then 3. And then we've supported the whole thing by using long horizontal ones that go across the back on either side, and then the front end just looks like that, if you can see it. So a fairly simple design, but it should serve us rather well. And now we've got a fixed bed caravan, so that's pretty cool. And I think it's probably the only one like it in the UK. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But certainly with the bed in the front like this, so yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's really exciting now. I feel so close. I don't know whether we'll get in for the 9th. That's 6 days away, but we'll see. We'll see. All right.
Guys, we've got a bed. Look at that. How cool. I've not seen it yet, so it was a bit of a surprise. I've only seen the pictures, but it looks really cool. Look at all that storage. Ta-da! The spade is clearly a temporary fix to be a little prop, a bit like on a car bonnet to keep that up. But that is really cool. And actually, surprisingly, when it's down, it doesn't actually make the caravan look that much smaller. I imagine it will a bit when the mattress is on, but it's pretty cool. It's looking really good. And look, I've nearly finished my painting too. You can't really see it very well, it's a bit dark, but not sure if I'm going to have regret about it being a winter tree when it's the height of summer, but you know what, a winter moon is a lovely thing. So yeah, it's getting there. Plan today I think is to finish filling in some bits along the back like Jamie's done here with the ply so we can't drop things, and paint the shelves, finish painting the walls, and yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. And then once we're going to put the TV bracket up over there, and then to be honest, apart from some finishing strips and lights and stuff, we're pretty much done inside. And then we're going to finish the lino, of course. I've got another piece to go here that'll be cut off. So yeah, we're kind of getting there. Pretty impressed with how it's going, to be honest. It's all right. It feels like we have a light at the end of the tunnel finally with this project, which has been like months longer than we anticipated, but silver linings and all, at least we've had the time to do it. We've both not been at work over the winter, so that is cool. And yeah, looking forward to doing an updated caravan tour. Ooh. It's like a whole new place.
Right, I think it's too snug. No, I think it's a bit too snug on it. Okay, let's take this bit off it.
Oh, he's lost his hat.
My hat, I think. My marbles. Can I have the oh, my hairband's broke. Can I have my...
It hasn't broken, it's just cool and done.
Can I have the standing thing? Thanks. Nothing about going up and down through here. It's not really...
Well, I'll put it in the back then, because otherwise it'll be another one lost.
Yeah. Right, touching the wall. Right, that is now touching the wall. Right, so you can close me in.
Okay.
Just carefully lower the lid down.
I mean, you might not fit your shoulder.
Okay, well then I'll have to try something else. How's that? Just lower it down slowly, get it crushed.
Obviously.
Oh, hang on. Got some stuff in my pockets I'll need to take out. Are you filming this?
Yeah. Kind of filming it.
Right, come on then.
Don't know if you can see.
You can see now I couldn't do this myself yesterday. What's that, my hip? Oh, hang on, that's hang on, if I come... Right, try it now. No.
You're just too fat, babe.
Try it again. No, ow.
You'll have to put your knee down.
Try that. No, ow, ow, ow.
What is it?
Now, it's my bloody leg. What it is. Try that.
No, your arse is massively up now.
Oh.
You're gonna have to learn your back spread eagle.
Well, I can't
Let's do it the other way around. Let me do that because I'm gonna be better at that.
Your tummy will get trapped.
It won't. Come out.
We need Ellie.
I might have boob issues.
What about that? Try it. Slowly. Slowly. Belter.
Yay, fits. This has been the best bit of the project so far.
Okay. Good job not filming, isn't it? Yeah, is it nice? Is it a nice mark?
Yeah, it's lovely. It's beautiful. Right, I better let him out now. It's quite a shame, really. I quite like doing that.
Do you? Right, you got it?
Yeah.